Good morning, friends. Hello, Team V, and welcome to those of you who are new to our class. This is our Wednesday morning recorded calendar, and I'm so glad you joined us here today. We learn so many different things during calendar. It's really important to tune in. So let's start with our good morning song. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with bright shining faces. Is this not the way to start a new day? Wonderful, wonderful friends. I love to hear your loud and proud voices. That's amazing. So we're going to talk about what month it is. What month is it, Team V? The month is, yeah, you got it, January. But how do you spell it? Now remember, there are 3 syllables in January. January. And sometimes it's easier to break up the word into syllables when you're spelling it. So let's start with the first syllable, Jan. How do you spell Jan? I heard someone say Jan, and if you did, you are right. Wonderful. Jan-you. The next syllable just says you, and that's a pretty easy one because it's only 1 letter. You got it, it's you. January. Now, a few of our friends were talking about how it sounds like January, like wearing clothes. It's not actually January, it's January. So how do we spell airy? This is the trickiest part of January. There are 3 letters. That's your first clue. Starts with a vowel and ends in a letter that acts sometimes like a vowel. You got it! I heard one of you get it. Good job. It's A-R-Y. So when a word ends in a sound that sounds like E, it often is made by the letter Y. So let's take a look and say the letters. January, January. Now we know how to spell January. So when you are doing your work or when you're reading, you can always find this word and you can always spell it properly. January. It is January. Now there are 4 seasons. Can you please tell me? Go ahead, go ahead. Yes, that's right. There are 4 seasons. Summer turns to fall, which turns to winter, and then it turns to spring, and then back to summer again. And in our space unit, we are learning why that happens, and it has to do with our distance from the sun and the fact that our Earth is spinning as well. So that Earth is spinning as well, that gives us our days and nights. And then the fact that it goes around the sun, that gives us our seasons. Okay, so what season is it? We know what the 4 seasons are, but what season is it right now? You can always look outside to give you a clue of what season, but sometimes that can trick you. I've had people look outside and say, oh, it's raining outside and there's lots of rain in spring, so it must be spring. The seasons don't change that often. The seasons are seasons for quite a while. Okay, for more than 2 months, it is a season. Okay, so you, if it is January, all month of January, it's going to be the same season, which is, yes, winter. You got it, winter, winter, winter. And we are waiting here for our snow, but I hear it's coming, so that's very exciting. So winter is cut into 2 syllables, winter. So you can always cover up a syllable when you're trying to spell win, W-I-N. Ter, T-E-R. When you hear the sound at the end of a word, it is often an E-R, not just an R. Wonderful. So we know what month it is. We know what season is. Let's do our months of the year. So January, February, March and April, May and June, July and August, September, October and November, December. Brilliant singing. And I hear a lot of your other teachers in the past have used that song as their month of the year song. And I like that song. And there's another song as well. January, February, March and April, May, June, July and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Cha-cha-cha. Some of you sing it that way too. And either way is fine. It's always good to put things to music because it helps our brain remember them. So now that we know the months of the year, let's talk about the days of the week. And here is our chart of all our weather. Look at our weather. It's been getting sunnier and sunnier. And in a moment, we'll do our weather. But first, let's talk about the days of the week. Let's try to zoom in. So the days of the week are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Those are the days of the week, and there are 7 of them. Let's do our days of the week song. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. So there are 7 days in a week. Do you remember how many months are in 1 year? One trip around the sun? I heard someone say it. It's a hard one. It's 12. There are 12 months in a year, and that is 365 days, and that's how long it takes Earth to revolve around the sun. That is 1 year. So let's talk about what day today is. Repeat after me. Today is Wednesday, January 20th. 2021. Yesterday was Tuesday, January 19th. 2021. Tomorrow will be Thursday, January 21st. 2021. You can also say 2021. So let's take a look at our weather outside. I have peeked outside just before this, and our weather is here. Our weather is, drum roll. It's a little bit sunny and it's a little bit cloudy. Do you know how to spell the word sun? S says S, U says N says N. And actually, if you were to say the word sunny, you know, because we talked about January, that the E sound at the end of the word is made by a Y. But when you make the word sunny, they throw in an extra N. S-U-N-N-Y. Sunny and cloudy. K-L-O-U-D-E. Golly, that's a lot of sounds. Let's start with the K. Yeah, K could be either a C or a K. In this case, it is a C. L. That's right, L. Now the sound ow. Ow. There are a few ways to do that sound, but in this case, in cloudy, it's an O-U. Ow. Cloud. D. the letter D, and the sound that goes the E at the end of the word is made by a Y, just like in the end of January. Cloudy, C-L-O-U-D-Y. Now our weekly focus, as you can see back here, is space. And remembering that when you're spelling the word space, the sound at the end of the word is made by a C-E. When an E follows a C, or when an I follows a C, or when a Y follows a C, the C makes the S sound. Space, S-P-A-C-E. Now, do you remember our word of the week? I told it to you a few days ago. Maybe you remember it. And with our word of the week, we're always trying to use it as much as possible when we're reading, when we're writing, when we're talking. Oh, I heard someone remember it. It is let. Let in the dog. Let me in, I'm cold. Will you let me play with your toys? Let, L-E-T, is how we spell let. So I'd love to see that in some of your written work this week. And I did promise you I would draw on our calendar. So we said it was partly cloudy and partly sunny. So I'm going to start with my blue marker. I'm going to draw us a fluffy little friendly cloud. And I'm going to then use my yellow marker and I'm going to draw a sun. It's going to be peeking because it's not totally out. We hope he comes all the way out. And he's just going to have a little smile and some little eyes. Doot, doot. Hello. You want to see? I bet you do. There it is. There is our weather for today. Now, friends, I heard that on the weekend here, Saturday or Sunday, we may be getting snow, and we may be getting some snow in these early days of next week, so we can draw some snowflakes. That is super cool because next week we're studying winter anyhow. Let's look at how many days we've been doing our calendar together, and we can count by fives because this is a tally, and tallies are in groups of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now I have to add on one more day because that is today, and that would make it 26. 25 plus 1 is 26. And we also are going to use that in our, hello, please fill me up with 26. I know, I can't wait to get to 30. So we have 2 bundles. Those go in tens place, 10, 20, and we have 5 sticks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And today's stick makes 26. Sounds delicious. Well, thank you. So today we're going to play a little game with our number chart. Usually we count by a certain number, sometimes by 2, sometimes by 5, sometimes by 10, sometimes backwards, sometimes all the way to 100 by 1. But today we're going to play a game. So we're going to close our eyes, and you can do this with your own number chart and touch somewhere on our number chart. And I've touched on the number 58. So the game is 10 more, 10 less, 1 more, 1 less. So what is 10 more than 58? 58 plus 10 equals, well, on your number chart, here's an easy way. You just slide your finger down. It's 68. 58 plus 10 is 68. Now always put your finger back on your number. Your number is 58. Now we're going to say 10 less. What is 10 less than 58? Let's take a look at our number chart. What is 10 less than 58? Well, an easy trick here is slide your finger up. Boom, there it is. It's 48. 58 minus 10 equals 48. Now we do 1 more and 1 less. So let's put our finger back on 58. What is 1 more than 58? 1 more than 58. 58 plus 1 equals, just slide your finger over to 59. That's right. Always put your finger back to your number, 58. Now we are going to do 58 minus 1, or what is 1 less than 58? 58 minus 1 equals 57. So that's a fun game to do with your number chart. All you do is close your eyes and touch. Ooh, 35. Tell me 10 more than 35 is 45. 10 less than 35 is 25. 1 more than 35 is 36. And 1 less than 35 is 34. So if you have a number chart at home, I would love for you to try that a few times on your own as well. Now, today we are studying music in class, and I just want to remind you of all the ways you can name the notes. So we have the notes that are on the lines and the notes that are in the spaces. So let's start with the notes that are on the lines. The notes that are on the lines go through this mnemonic. Every good boy does fine. So let's find those notes. We always start at the bottom. Every, first line. Good, second line. Boy, third line. Does, fourth line. Fine, that's the fifth line. E, G, B, D, F. And that's how you remember the names of the notes on the lines. Now there are also the spaces. And if you look up here, the spaces, if you line up the letters together, they actually spell the word face. And just like space, the last two letters are made by the sound at the end is made by the last two letters, C-E. F-A-C-E for face. Now I have a few here. And I've printed out some notes on some lines. And I want to see if you can guess which notes these are. So let's start up here. We have a note on the very last line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. This note is on the top line. And if you remember here, on the lines is every good boy does fine. So if I were to do that, every good boy does fine. Fine starts with the letter F. This is an F. Now, in the middle here, I have a note on the space. And I always start at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. It's on the third space. So if I were to look here on my spaces, and I know my spaces are face, F-A-C. C is my third space. F-A-C. That is a C. And here we have a note on another space. It's on the very first space. And remember, the spaces are face. The first letter of face is an F. That is an F. Let's see if we can do these ones. Every good boy does. This is the D note. Here's a space. F, A for face. This is an A. And over here, every good boy, this note is a B. So as we go through the year, we're going to learn more and more about music. And I hope you have a really fun music lesson today that we have already recorded. And I believe today's lesson is on rhythm. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So my friends, let's do our handshake and you can get towards the rest of your day. Up, down, wiggle, wiggle, pop. Love you guys. Thanks for joining us for calendar. We're glad that you did. Bye.